Today's video review recap is of the 2025 Riverside Retro 145BT.
This was shown at a dealer open house, and we are among the many people who were really intrigued by this.
Don't forget, we have an in-depth article about this trailer, along with details of our RV report card at our home on the web at Stressless Camping. So what makes this so unusual?
Well, it's an existing kind of floor plan from Riverside Retro. Riverside makes both standard and these retro campers, and it's sort of a standard floor plan, but then they made like a cab over, like on a pickup camper. And this is actually, you might go, oh my gosh, where did they come up with this idea? From the 1960s.
Yes.
They actually were something you could buy in the 60s, and somehow I guess they fell out of favor, and we have it.
Yeah, they were made by a few different companies. I have a friend who owns one that was made by Layton, and I think that Shasta made them.
Oh, I know, so did Aristocrat. I have a picture of that. We'll have some pictures here, but yeah, it's an unusual floor plan, but in some ways it kind of works.
So, if it sticks out over the truck, is it a fifth wheel?
No, but it's kind of like one in miniature form.
Right.
So something you might assume, you might look at the build of this and think, oh, this is a corrugated aluminum skin, so it must be made out of wood underneath, which is really common. And we have an article here, bing, about how trailers are built. So you might want to check that out.
And these are actually a fully welded aluminum trailer.
Yeah.
So the aluminum skin that normally is on wood frame is on an aluminum frame.
Yeah, so it's in my opinion, it's a better build, and also stronger and lighter. So there we go. Now from there, the company builds these models with very retro-looking interiors.
Yeah.
What do you think of those?
I love that retro look. The big black and white square tiles on the floor, or linoleum tiles, the red and white striped things all over. I really am a big fan. And the wood that they used in those retro trailers, that what wood? Birch?
Yeah,
I guess.
it's like a birch.
I absolutely adore that color of wood.
Yeah, but they're fully modern trailers designed to compete with any other modern trailer. So they're not especially high-end trailers. They're designed to compete kind of at the lower end of the market, but not really cheap trailers. There are some that are absolutely priceless. Oh yeah, that are priceless, that are very price focused, and these are somewhat, but not especially. So
right.
I think that aluminum skin will produce a long-lasting rig along with the aluminum cage structure.
Yeah. There is also a heck of a lot of storage in these little guys.
It's surprising. It's pretty good. There was a cabinet at the door where there's kind of two cabinets on top of each other for like jackets or whatnot.
And then right inside the door is kind of a low, it could be a desk, it could be a cubby, it could be a table.
Could be a bar.
Could be part of the kitchen counters.
Yeah, so more dining or stand or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then a cabinet cubby beneath that for storage. So kind of neat.
Yeah. Then there's a U-shaped dinette, which could also be a bed.
Yeah. Now here's the interesting thing. So the bed, the proper bed, is in that cab over section. And so do you think someone could... Peggy actually went inside. She was the one who went inside this.
I couldn't probably sleep in there. But someone like Bill could probably sleep in there.
Well, Bill is like a jumping bean.
Right. Bill is thin and lithe.
Yeah.
And could fit anywhere. But I'd say more a kind of young teen or child.
Okay.
I mean, someone could probably fit up there, but I just don't... I feel like it'd be a little claustrophobic even if I did fit.
Yeah, but I mean, might accommodate an adult, and then the U-shaped dinette will fold down and make a bed too. However, if you are on the cab over, you have to kind of step on the bed to
Right.
get if you go to the potty. So maybe it is best for your youngest
Right,
travelers.
right.
But I mean, it's still kind of neat.
Yeah.
So
And speaking of the potty, there is a wet bath, right?
no, it was a
Oh,
dry
it was a
bath.
dry bath. Sorry, that's right. Because there's a
Yeah,
shower
there's
curtain.
a shower, a red and white shower.
A red and white
curtain.
shower curtain. It doesn't have a sink inside, which is kind of not my favorite design, but I understand when you're trying to save on space.
Yeah, it's
It
a
makes
small
sense.
trailer.
I just kind of like, I don't like to brush my teeth where I wash my cups. I don't know. I'm weird.
To each their own, and that's why
Yeah.
there's 31 flavors at the
That's
ice
right.
cream store. So, and it is a plastic toilet. But something I saw that was really surprising is a Max Air vent fan
Yeah.
in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Usually that's kind of the higher end trailers like the Rockwoods and Flagstaffs, which
Right.
we have. So kind of neat.
Yeah, so something that Tony loved was that there are no slides.
Yeah, no slides in this trailer. I mean, and
that
it's
means-
pretty small. That means you can use it.
You can use it anytime if it kind of probably fits in a tandem parking space. You don't have to worry about the slides coming out to get inside and lunch or potty stops or maybe probably even sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, I
just
mean, it's,
do it
you
all.
could just, yeah. I like that. It's simpler, lighter. I'm a no slide kind of guy.
Yeah, he is.
One thing to note, the example that we saw, and they may have changed this, the one we saw was a pre-production that they put together for the show.
Yeah.
They may have changed this for actual production, but there was no underbelly enclosure, so
Right.
you could see the bottom of the tanks, which is not horribly uncommon. But if you like camping where it gets to below freezing, it might be something to think about. So.
Yeah, yeah. So Riverside says that the MSRP of this is going to be in the range of about $25,000.
Yeah, MSRP is the list price, as it
Right.
were. It does not include shipping, don't forget.
Right.
But gosh, I mean, at 25 grand, with the typical dealer markdown, you might find these out in the open market for about $20,000.
Right.
And that's not bad. So to read the full review and see why we gave it 3.5 out of 5 on our RV report card, join us at our home on the web at stresslesscamping.com.
Where you'll also find RV tips, tricks, discounts, destinations, and our weekly RV and travel podcast.
With that,
Stressless camping.